Perez Hilton here, and I just read all 27 pages of the complaint against Garth Brooks, so you don't have to. And there are some really explosive allegations here. Trying to process everything, but like myself, I'm sure that many of you might have contemplated the possibility that, perhaps what we're seeing here is a consensual affair gone wrong. And after reading all 27 pages of the complaint, this makeup artist slash hair person paints a clear picture that it was not a consensual affair. However, here's the rub. Garth Brooks viewed it as a consensual affair, according to this complaint. According to me, reading everything that he allegedly wrote and said. And there is so much that the mainstream media has not reported yet. So I am here to do the work for them, for you. I think a lot of us have had major curiosity about these alleged text messages that Garth Brooks sent the makeup artist. Well, there's good news and bad news for the makeup artist. The complaint reveals that, quote, one day in 2020, when she was on site at a studio to style Brooks's hair and do his makeup, he took her phone and deleted most of the text messages that he had sent to her. Oh no. But later on in the complaint, the good news for the makeup artist is it says, quote, although Brooks thought he deleted everything on Miss Rowe's phone because the makeup artist filed as Jane Rowe anonymously, he did not. And some texts remain. Even though he deleted most of the texts he sent her from her phone, most of the texts were gone, but some remain, including those in which he encouraged Miss Rowe to speak in a sexualized manner to him, such as this message referring to his huge stick. And that huge stick you carry, Roosevelt. Remember that saying, speak softly but carry a big stick? I'll take that nickname, thank you. I love you. Garth Brooks told the makeup artist, I love you. Clearly there was a lot going on here. However, to reiterate, after having read the 27 pages, she stresses that at every instance, she felt pressured. She did not want to engage in this. It was her boss. She was under financial stress. She needed the money. She was not a willful participant, according to her. But there are more text messages that have not been included in the initial complaint, which, when this comes to trial, I would be very, very curious to see what those say. But some of the other things that Garth Brooks allegedly did say are very telling. And in addition to the text messages, it seems like this woman might have secretly recorded conversations, which that is illegal in California, but it's not illegal in Tennessee, where the makeup artist and Garth worked together. According to the law in Tennessee, you can record a conversation with another person without that person's knowledge or consent, because Tennessee is a one-party state in this matter. Other states, however, are two-party or all-party states, meaning that all parties have to know that a conversation is being recorded. So those secretly recorded recordings, those conversations could prove damning against Garth Brooks in court. In addition to the multiple instances of SA assault, he would consistently talk explicitly to this makeup artist. For example, telling her that he had, quote, effed multiple women in every corner of a hotel room, white, black, brown, or whatever, on every surface. On multiple instances, Garth would stare at her breasts and then touch her breasts and pressure her to expose them, to open her shirt, to allow him to physically touch her breasts, to arouse himself, after which he would then take care of himself. Self-pleasure. Regarding this, Brooks said he would take care of himself. He also told Miss Rowe he could not let her see because, quote, when I come, it's gallons. Reiterating the fact that she was not consenting to all of this, she says in the complaint at one point, Garth was groping her and then said to her, next time we mess around, meaning he wanted to do more than just grope her. And she clearly said no. And then Garth, according to the complaint, became visibly angry at Miss Rowe and left. She repeatedly, verbally and in writing, told him that she was uncomfortable with everything going on, according to the complaint. So she has historically painted a picture of him as an unwanted aggressor. This is why it's important for you all to read everything. Don't just read the headlines or a quick article. If you're really interested, take the time and read the 27-page complaint. I did. This is really eye-opening. Oh, wow. If this conversation is secretly recorded, this is very damning. One alleged conversation, the woman, the makeup artist, told Garth, quote, I want to make sure that even though I've told you no, that you're cool with no. I mean no as in no fooling around like we had done. You are cool with that, right? Another conversation, the woman explains to Garth that it would be difficult to work with him again, to which he says, quote, I'm asking you to work together forever. You have a place as long as you want it. I'm lucky to have you. I don't want this to go anywhere. And I don't want something that happened in the moment to screw the whole 20 years I've known you. Additionally, at one point, the makeup artist even told Garth, quote, I'm a little frightened of you. I really am. Frightened. Frightened isn't the word you use with someone that you're in a consensual affair with, I think. But Garth viewed it differently. At one point, he told her, I'm so sorry that we crossed a line. I don't want to hurt anybody. I really don't. So she is suing him for assault, battery, civil sexual assault, sexual battery. She's also suing him for even other causes, legal jargon that I'm not familiar with, and is demanding a jury trial. And one of the most important things about what I said in this video, according to the complaint, quote, any email, text message, or content of telephone conversations placed within quotations herein are direct quotes from the documents or audio recordings. And as I told you all earlier this week, when denying the allegations, Garth Brooks did not confess to having an affair. He did not admit to any kind of intimate relationship with this woman, and I think that was a grave mistake. So, you don't have to read the whole complaint. I did, but if you're doubting or extra curious, go read it. It's online. My mind is blown. Thoughts on everything that I have just shared with you, let me know in the comments section.